people moving a garbage tip. This is footage of what's happening in West Kingston. That's on Spanish Town Road. Do we know what that was about? And I understand the road was blocked from Spanish Town Road to the entrance of the Denham Town Police Station. Nadine? Okay, we blocked Nadine. Okay, is Latoya Spence on the line? Our reporter also went to... We don't have Latoya. Okay. Okay, we have Attorney at Law Bert Samuels on the line to talk about the state of emergency. Is the state on the siege, Bert Samuels? Why state of emergency at this time?
Well, there are two situations in which the Governor General may issue a proclamation for a state of emergency. It is one where we are at war with another state, or it is that there is threatened a body of persons or any group of persons are endangering public safety to deprive the community or any substantial portion of the community of their public safety. And therefore, the state of emergency can be called. It's not that we're at war with another country. So it is the second limb where the Governor General, by proclamation, has issued the state of emergency.
Well, the release from the office of the Prime Minister said that the Prime Minister called the cabinet meeting to discuss it on the advice of the police. So I imagine this is part of the police strategy to allow them to execute that warrant, perhaps?
I don't want to read into this anything other than that there must be a state where, the public safety is endangered. And therefore, the state of emergency is required. I mean, if you're entering a populated civilian area, you need these powers, no doubt, to carry out what you wish to carry out.
Remind us.
If they're in a populated area, so that, public safety may be endangered by the retaliation. That is what they would be saying. So,
Bert Samuels, remind us of some of the powers of a state of emergency. What happens during a state of emergency?
Well,
what's your man in police station, man?
Is suspended. Your freedom of movement, which the Constitution of Jamaica gives you, is suspended. Freedom of speech is also suspended. The state of emergency cannot last longer than 1 month unless it gets the support of Parliament, the majority of the members of Parliament. During this period, the civil courts, as we know them, would not necessarily entertain an application for a habeas corpus where persons are detained. There ought to be a body set up to hear persons who wish to appeal that they have been detained wrongly.
For those confused at home, sitting, wondering, do I go to work on Tuesday? What does this mean for ordinary citizens?
I'd imagine that the Prime Minister will speak sometime in the afternoon today to say what will be done and what cannot be done. It is a limited state of emergency. Don't use the word limited does not mean that it's not in full force. It's limited in a geographic way so that it is for the corporate area. Insofar as the corporate area is concerned, then our rights have been suspended and security forces are in charge.
Okay, we haven't really heard from the Prime Minister since his address to the nation on Monday evening, save for a press release he issued on Friday evening. And of course, this press release coming out of the office of the Prime Minister stating that there has been a state of emergency declared. Thank you very much, Bert Samuels, attorney at law there, giving us some perspective on what it means. We now join Milton Walker. He was also in West Kingston. Milton, what can you tell us? Where have you been? What have you seen?
Okay, Terry, since morning I've been in West Kingston in the Darling Street area. I've been by the Kingston Public Hospital, that area around there, as well as on Spanish Town Road, where there was a major roadblock mounted. It started out small initially, and then it suddenly started to be fortified. The people pushed a van across the roadway, toppled it. Later, I gather there were tires were brought in and put behind the blockade, and also I'm told that sand was poured in some of these old fridges and other pieces of scrap which were used to block the main road. That, to the best of my knowledge, remains the last time I went there, perhaps just over an hour ago or so.
Milton, do you get the impression that there's significantly more activity today? Have they stepped up their action?
Definitely.